Hey there, movie minions. Jason Emmett with the Movie Mix. Look, I've been interested in seeing where they would go with the Highlander reboot since they first started talking about it. And, back then, Colin Farrell was rumored to be starring. All right, so that news came and went, and then we started hearing that maybe Henry Cavill was going to be playing Connor McLeod with John Wick director Chad Stahelski at the helm. And when I heard that, I was like, all right, I'm listening. Then Stahelski said they would be using Queen's original soundtrack from the original, but, quote, probably in a different way than you think, but hardcore yes. And then I was like, dude, where do I buy a ticket? Now, I love the 1986 movie Highlander. We shall not discuss those supposed sequels that they kind of had. And I thought the TV series was decent, if not completely unnecessary, and it sort of messed up the storyline, but it was fun enough to watch. Now, the rights to the film were purchased years ago. We've seen a number of directors and rumor actors come and go, but Stahelski has been attached for quite a while now. Now, I think Stahelski is a great choice, as his pedigree in action kind of speaks for itself at this point. So recently, Henry Cavill, while at CinemaCon, had the following to say. He said, "I'm a lover of the original movies, for better or for worse. And it's one of those things where, reading the script for the first time, I wasn't quite too sure where they were going to go with it. But my goodness me." He actually said, but my goodness me. What we are doing with this, they just touched on the lore in the first few movies. We're going deep into the meaning of these characters and their various trials and tribulations. And so if you thought you'd seen me do sword work before, you haven't seen anything yet. I promise you that. As for the cast, Cavill is the only confirmed player right now. Stahelski has said he will likely have many of the original characters, we assume Ramirez and Kurgan, reappear in this film, but no names are attached at this time. Now, Dave Bautista was at one time said to be playing Kurgan, but he had to step out due to other responsibilities. But things have changed, and that was years ago. So maybe he could come back now if those responsibilities have finished. He could come back in and play Kurgan. Now, we could discuss the odd casting choice of the original film with a French guy, Christopher Lambert, playing a Scottish Highlander, and a Scottish guy, Sean Connery, playing a Spaniard, but we're not going to do that. I personally won't mind seeing Henry Cavill as the lead, and I think someone like Oscar Isaac would make an excellent Ramirez. So the plot of the original film tells the story of a group of immortals who, throughout time, occasionally gather together to battle. You can only kill them by taking their head and thus gain their power. In the end, there can be only one. The first film ended with the last two immortals, MacLeod and Kurgan, facing off and, spoiler alert, MacLeod becoming the champion. Of course, this made the sequels problematic at best. Stahelski wants to try and build a franchise, and so it's believed that his story, while staying true to the lore, will take place before Only Two Remain and will instead be a lead-up to The Gathering. He explained that the film would use the original as well as some of the television show as inspiration to create a new story and a new franchise. He said, "We're trying to do a bit of a prequel, a setup to The Gathering, so we have room to grow the property. Our story engages a lot of the same characters and stuff like that." During a recent company investor call, Lionsgate Motion Picture Group Chair Joe Dark announced that a release window has been set for the film, and they're aiming for a 2026 release, with the film set to start filming sometime later this year. Anyway, guys, I'm actually kind of into this one. I really like the Highlander movies and the property as a whole. I think there's a lot of story there to build off of. I'm okay with Henry Cavill in the casting, and I would really like to see where they can take this. But you guys let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Give me your opinion. Of course, while you're down there, go ahead and share this video, like this video, and, subscribe, because that helps the most. Guys, I appreciate you all being here, and until next time, there can be only one Highlander film, so go back and watch that one. And, of course, stay awesome.